Hey, thanks for tuning in for this video. So I'm about to go over with you some prices here that you may encounter if you come to Cali, Colombia. And this may help you if you're concerned with the cost of living here if you want to come in the future. So if you're interested, stay tuned. Now I want to get this information out to you pretty quickly, so this will be a list type video and I'm just going to be spewing off some prices based off different categories that I've organized things into. I hope that this is helpful and I hope that you come out of this with more information than before you watched it. But as always, thank you so much for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe. Welcome if you're new. So I've been wanting to do a video like this for a while, and then I had a viewer who actually asked me specifically to do a video like this with just some concrete prices. So I put together some numbers and I wanted to share them with you. I have my notes right here, so I can't remember everything, and I'm sure that I missed something. So if that's the case with you and there's something you're just like burning to know or curious about, leave me a comment and I will get back to you as soon as I can with more information on that item or that cost. Without further ado, let's go. All right, so the first thing I'm going to mention to you is the rent here. So for us, we live in a 3-bedroom apartment. Our 3-bedroom apartment costs us around 800,000 pesos. Okay, and I'm gonna go break that down for you by bedrooms. So if you're looking for a 3-bedroom apartment, you're gonna look to pay around 1 million. If you're looking for a 2-bedroom apartment, you could expect to pay around 700 to 800. And then for a 1-bedroom apartment, I've seen anywhere from 400 to 700,000 pesos. So of course, like anywhere, the prices of rent are going to vary. So you really just have to look at the map and kind of set a price, see where you want to go. For us, we're living in the west side of Cali, and that's what we're paying. So about 800,000 for a 3-bedroom you could expect. So for the next category, I'm going to talk about transportation. So transportation in Cali consists of my favorite, your legs. So you can walk everywhere, of course it's free. And it's actually very walkable, so I love that about Cali. All right, and if you don't want to do that, because it can get kind of hilly, you might want to take a taxi. So you have the local or the city-sponsored yellow taxis around. You have the options of different apps, which most of you may know is Uber, and then various others. I only want to mention to you Way Cali because Way Cali is particular to Cali, and I definitely recommend that you download this app because generally it's a bit less expensive than the other options. How much do these things cost? So if you want to ride the Mio is going to cost you $3,500 for the plastic card, and then from there, each ride is going to cost you 2,200 pesos. And when it comes to taking yellow taxis, remember this rule that the minimum of the ride is 4,700. So you're going to be paying at least 4,700 pesos minimum. I looked at one of my last rides and I went 2.8 miles and paid $8,100. And this was for an Uber. So that gives you an idea about how far you can go and about how much it would cost. I'm also going to give you some entrance fees here. So Cali is not huge on tourist attractions, so I looked up a few things and I took notes off of some things that we are personally interested in as a family. So movie tickets around here are about 9,000 pesos, okay? And they do go up, of course, for 3D, but only by a mil or so. So it's 9,000 pesos for a 2D movie and 10,000 pesos for a 3D movie. There are some odd prices for different cinema companies. For example, one cinema company, they charge more on Tuesdays and Thursdays, and it goes up about $1.5 million for these days, and then it's even more for the weekends. So some cinemas like to fluctuate their prices, but those are some of the general prices so you can get an idea. Another entrance fee I will throw at you is the zoo. So the Cali Zoo is actually a pretty popular place here. We've gone multiple times. The zoo is gonna cost you 24,000 pesos for adults and 17,000 pesos for children. This is a great experience. I actually have a video on that if you wanna see kind of what's in there, but I definitely recommend it. Another experience here you can go to is Delirio. Now, I actually haven't gone to Delirio, I may in the future, but Delirio is like an experience where they do salsa, dance, there's performance, and it's really about, you know, the Colombian culture and the Cali culture specifically with all the salsa they do. If you go to their website, you get a way better understanding of what Delirio is, of course. But Delirio is gonna cost you about 38,000 pesos for an entrance. Okay, another important thing I think to know is a general idea of meds. So meds, what do I mean? I mean your most popular things you need to buy, pain medicine and cough syrup, stuff like this. So meds here at the pharmacy or the drogeria are gonna cost you for a pack of Advil, like specifically labeled brand Advil. It's gonna cost you 15,000 pesos for 10 tablets. Cough syrup, a generic brand, is going to cost you 18,000 pesos for a 150 milliliter container. Dolex brand, which is more of a Colombian brand, ibuprofen, is going to cost you 25,000 pesos for 18 tablets. There's another off brand of this ibuprofen, which is going to cost you 16,000 pesos for 50 tablets, which is great. Now that we got those things out of the way, the moment you've all been waiting for is the category of food. Okay, so this is like what you need to know because you're gonna eat a lot, right? Because I eat a lot. In the way of burger, pizzas, and local food, what can you expect to pay? For burgers, for a burger and fries, you can expect to pay about 20,000 pesos. Add a drink, maybe an extra 2 or 3. So look at around 23,000 pesos for a full meal, burger and fries, and a drink. A full pizza, large size, there is actually a nice little range of prices. So I found large pieces to be priced anywhere from 35,000 pesos up to 43,000 pesos. So it really depends on the company here, the type of ingredients they have, and yes, they have Papa John's, Domino's, and Pizza Hut here. Local food meaning your mom and pop, your hole in the walls, your garage, restaurants like right along the streets if you're just walking around a neighborhood. This is what I'm talking about here. You can expect to pay for a full meal, including a drink, 7,000 pesos up to about 10,000 pesos. And next is groceries. If you don't know already, Colombia has a good deal of entrepreneurs. They have a lot of people who sell vegetables and grocery items out of their own, even homes or just smaller places along the neighborhood streets. So you can go to these places and definitely spend less money, or you can go to your more established grocery stores like Éxito or Super Inter or D1, and you can get groceries there. So I'm gonna just throw out some common foods that I pick up and give you an idea of what those will cost you. So for a head of lettuce, you're gonna look to pay about 1,485,000 pesos. A tomato would be about 335. A bag of carrots can run you about 2,000 pesos. A head of broccoli is around 6,000 pesos. A loaf of bread, you can look to pay around 3,000 to 5,000 pesos. A bag of apples can be up to 9,000 pesos. And a bunch of bananas will be about 4,000 pesos. That's it, real quick, short and to the point. I just wanted to throw out some prices for you and help get some information out as requested about how things are here in Cali as far as prices go. And I hope that gives you some more insight and a better understanding of what you can expect to pay if you come. I hope that you take care. Thank you so much for watching and be blessed.